I would say, rather than my personal experience, I have observed certain things in parents who are having kids in the age bracket between 16 to 25 most of the time. Because my own daughter is right now 9.5. So I still haven't reached there where I can really give a comment on how to do it. But whatever I have observed, I have found out as the years progress, we found our childs are more settled in their life. That comes definitely with therapy, with social understanding, with help of the parent. So as a whole, they become more patient and they understand things much more better way. And another thing I want to highlight here is that not all kids can shine in academics. Please keep that in mind also, because most of the time we think our so-called education system is the best that we can offer to our child. And whether the child is a special child, then also we try to somehow make that child fit into the so-called education system. But sometimes it comes out that maybe that child is not so much interested in studies, or might not be able to cope with the pressures of the education that it brings with. And sometimes that child might not have that ability to learn also. So that time, what I have found is that older kids, parents have tried vocational trainings, and our kids are wonderful in those things. Sometimes they have been given training to make candles, sometimes jewelries, sometimes paper plates. So those are some things which have helped them immensely. First, to boost up their egos, definitely that child means whole confidence will change when that child knows that I can do certain things. That is a very big thing for any child with autism. If you appreciate them, there is nothing better than that. That I have found. Sometimes those older kids have been given like typing lessons where they can type very nicely. They can type by looking at certain texts. They can type very nicely, so they can be included in the data entry jobs also in that case. And there are some wonderful places in India, in Bangalore, where those organizations are providing vocational trainings for the older kids who are suffering from or who have been diagnosed from autism. Because once a child is being diagnosed with autism, always we will have to keep in mind as a parent that that child will grow up as an autistic adult also. And the problems will be different. Sometimes it might remain the same, but that problems will not go away. It's not a disease which can be cured by any medicine, which can't be cured by any therapy, nothing like that. So the more or less the problems will be same. Our concerns as a parent also will be same. And the biggest concern is that to make that child establish somewhere in this life, because as a parent we won't be always there to hold their hands or to help them throughout their journey of life. So we need to make them independent to some extent. So I would say the best thing is that to look at your child's life 10 years from now, where your child will be, and try to make that child independent as much as possible, so that that child grows up to be a confident adult, though the autism condition will be there. So it is always said in the medical world that autism is not a disease, it's a condition, it's a lifelong condition. So we always have to keep in mind. And I have come across some wonderful families whose kids are almost in their like teens, or some are who are 25 years of old, like their kids are 25 years right now, but they are doing wonderful. All are not doing like exceptionally good in their studies, but they are all pursuing something or the other which is of interest for that kid, and that kid is enjoying life. And because of getting a strong support in all through these years, that adult has become a very confident person. That is most important, I feel, as a parent. That is most important, because 10 years down the line I want to see my daughter as a confident girl, rather than being in a very like helpless situation. She should do best in her own field, or whatever interest her. I should give her that opportunity at least. The rest, how much she can take and she can't take. But yeah, definitely as a parent, we can explore those opportunities for our kids, and we can look for the vocational trainings. Right now, there are many companies which are hiring people with autism, just because they have understood their potential as a human being, and how good they can be, the work that they like, how good they can be in those works. That is something praiseworthy. So it's better we do it at the earliest, and slowly as your child grows up, try to find out the thing which is of immense interest to him or her. Like the way we are also trying to figure out right now, we have put our daughter to swimming, to skating, just to find out that exactly what she likes. And for me, I found out my daughter liked making jewelry. Okay, that is something not related to academics, but she liked it just because she liked playing with those colorful beads. So it is something which she showed interest. So we tried to do something concrete out of it. So that is the best way. Like for the people who are already into that phase, they know that what are their child's strong points and weak points. And for us who are still not there, or whose kids are just being diagnosed, the best thing is that we can do is that we just find out that one single thing which interests our child most, and then try to help that child do something on that field. That is the best way to deal with this.